I hope I can hear hooligans. I had the light on and everything, I didn't realise. I thought they were looking over the wall at first. I think they're in front of the gate. I can see them in front of the gate. But I think it's okay now. Alright, JD, go on then. Would you play through me? I'm gonna go to the wall and see if I can see them from over here. It looked like a group of girls. Yeah, I can see them. Probably going to the canal. Poos. God, I can't believe they're out. Whoa! Can't believe they're allowed out at this time of night. It's fucking nearly 10 o'clock at night. Why are they allowed out onto the canal at this time of night? Can't believe it. As a kid, I would never have been allowed out at 10 o'clock at night with my mates. I was watching this documentary type thing, and the mother in it had this antisocial son, and she was saying other people watching this will probably think, oh, I'm a terrible mother and I don't stop him from, drinking, and I don't stop him from doing this and that and the other. And she said, I do keep an eye on him, I do make sure he doesn't do this, that, the other, but I can't keep an eye on him 24/7, like when he goes out. And I'm like, yeah, you can. My mum did it. When I was a child, I wasn't allowed to go wandering the streets. It's only because you let your child wander the streets at all hours of the day and night. They're let out for hours and hours and hours on end. All you have to do is stop him from going out all the time, So most of the time he would be at home with you. Then the rest of the time, when you're out working, he would be at school. So the school people would be keeping an eye on him, like the teachers. Beautiful. So, all you have to do then is not let him go out wandering the streets. Spooky. Like some people, it looks spooky. Spooky. But yeah. Yeah, I'm a goof. I'm a silly bitty. So yeah. So just don't let your kids wander around all hours of the day and night. And you can prevent them drinking and getting into all sorts of antisocial behaviour. That's what I say. It's excuses. They're just making excuses. Trying to make it like it's not their fault. Like, oh, I can't keep an eye on him all the time. Well, that's funny because my mum did when I was a kid. I was never out of her sight. And it's only when I got older that I started going out, and that was only to the local shops. And therefore I'd only be like 10 minutes to get from here to the local shops and back again. And then maybe add on a little bit of time, you know, because there might be queues, or there might be other problemomos. Problemomos. So you can solve people's problems. Like, stop making excuses and fecking, you know, parent your kids, discipline your kids. It's like this whole lockdown excuse of gaining weight. I'm like, the lockdown is not a fecking excuse. You don't have to sit around eating all day. You know, there's plenty of things to do. So you can't make the excuse of, well, I was bored and all there is to do is eat and sit around and watch telly. No. First of all, you can exercise at home and you don't even need equipment. You can run around your house and garden. You can jog around your house and garden. You can jog around the block, because we're still allowed to go out for walks and stuff, like to walk your dog and whatnot. So even if you don't have a dog, you can walk or jog around the block if you don't have a garden or a very big house, or you just have a flat. You know, you can, like I say, we've got a home gym, so it doesn't really matter. We've got like lots of equipment, and many people have basic equipment in their houses, like dumbbells. You can do yoga. That doesn't require much like space or anything, or any equipment. And you can still eat healthy, and you know, you don't have to gorge yourself on crap food, sweets and whatnot. You can just, like I say, sometimes even, you know, when as a kid, when I used to watch TV, I used to be like really active while watching TV. I used to be like running around and jumping and climbing on things, playing, you know. And sometimes when I'm on the computer, like watching YouTube videos, to this day, I will just get up and start walking around the room, or I'll do some jumping jacks, or I'll do some squats or something. You know, there's plenty of exercise videos on YouTube. There's so much to do. And also, being bored is no excuse, because there's so many things you can do. Like, even if you don't do any certain things, you can take up hobbies like painting, or learning an instrument, or reading, or writing in a journal or something, like I have done like most of my life. You can learn language. It's like so much to do, and some of it, you know, doesn't require sitting down for too long. Like, you know, even if you've got a hobby that requires you sitting down, like painting and drawing and writing, you know, reading, you can do that for like 10 minutes and then get up and walk around, and then sit down again, do another 10 minutes or whatever, or do like 20 minutes and then get up and walk around. Like, there's no excuse really. It's just excuses. Like, for me, lockdown has been no different from the rest of the time, because, you know, I'm always at home anyway, and I've been doing this sort of stuff for years. So anyway, I'm just saying, there's no excuse. There's no excuse for antisocial behaviour kids, and there's no excuse for getting fat in lockdown, you know. But it's nice that people have a nice little excuse, so they don't have to blame it on themselves, I suppose.